The story takes place in the school courtyard, where the time is taken during a school break. From there, we focus on a small teenage Pokemon. A rabbit to be exact. He walks out to the courtyard until he comes across the maple tree lying in the middle of the school courtyard. He goes towards it and sits beside the tree, bringing out his lunchbox. While he sits there, another ventures around the courtyard. She has been walking around the courtyard for some time, trying to remember what it was like before the astral corruption. She decides to walk up to the tree, not paying attention to the rabbit already there, and stops in front of him when she does notice him.
Oh, hey there. I didn't think I would see anybody here.
The rabbit looks up to where he heard the voice. An Eevee, with dark blue fur all around, with glowing purple eyes, and a glowing light blue mane, stood near the maple tree where the rabbit was sitting beside. He takes a few seconds to respond, as he saw the dark Eevee, and then responds before continuing to eat.
Hi.
Hi.
But she isn't sure in what to say.
I was just going to sit here too, but seeing as you're already here, I might just leave.
He looks away for a bit, thinking about that Eevee. Before the dark Eevee would leave, he looks to her and responds.
No one is going to protect this tree from setting spots.
Just after those words have passed, the Eevee looks back to him.
Huh?
You going to sit here or not?
She becomes surprised from that response.
Oh, really? Thanks.
She heads back to the tree and sits down next to the rabbit. At that time, the rabbit was still eating.
You know, I've seen plenty of Eevees, including their evolved forms. But you're different.
The Eevee gets confused as to what he meant, and then she remembered.
Huh? Oh, right. It's, how do I say this? It's a curse?
He raises one eye over the other as he heard the word.
A curse?
She begins to look very worried and shy.
Maybe? I'm not too sure myself. I just know how it started. Never mind.
Seeing that the dark Eevee is feeling uneasy to say how it happened, he doesn't feel bothered to continue, and looks off instead.
Sorry if that's too personal.
She feels relieved from this.
Thank you. By the way, my name is Lillie. What's yours, Raboot?
Just Raboot. I don't have a nickname for myself.
Oh, guess I got it right the first time. Thanks for letting me sit here.
Lillie looks off to the sky, trailing off from what they were saying. As he continues looking off to the distance, he starts eating again. From this point, he keeps quiet. Lillie continues to look at the sky, not paying attention to what Raboot is doing.
I used to love sitting at this tree, looking off into the sky. I wish it still felt the same as before.
A few words starts ringing to him as Rabbit looks to Lillie.
Same as before?
Before
She feels troubled in saying it.
I was like this.
She looks away from the sky and back to Raboot. As he takes a few seconds to process this, he does notice Lillie struggling to speak about it again.
You seem to be troubled by it.
She waits a little bit before talking again.
Yeah, it changed a lot about my life. Too much.
He looks off and becomes quiet for some time. After that, he responds as he looks up until he can see the leaves of the tree.
So, this tree is the only thing you can easily remember before you happen to be this.
Yes, well, there's still a few other things, like my favorite hobby. I used to love swimming, but I.
Lillie is still having troubles in talking.
You okay? You're struggling to make up your own sentence.
It. It's fine. The reason I have so much trouble talking about it is because it. It. It changed me.
Lillie is about to cry, but she is holding it back. Hopefully that she can keep it that way. Raboot starts to feel a bit uneasy as he sees Lillie trying to hold on to herself.
Stop. Just stop. I'm not going to bear with someone who wants to start breaking down the more they talk. So just... I think it's enough.
She stops talking and tries to do some deep breathing, which doesn't help, and Lillie is still about to cry. After Raboot had been staring and thinking at the same time, he reaches for the lunchbox. He takes a napkin and holds it out to Lillie without looking at them.
Take it.
Huh? Oh, thanks.
Lillie takes the napkin and wipes her face for a bit.
Ow!
She seems to be in a little bit of pain. Raboot looks down for a few seconds, ending with a sigh. He then looks to Lillie.
You alright now?
Well, kind of. Just in a little bit of pain. I don't think I had said it yet, but I can't touch water, tears included.
Boda's eyes raise a bit in surprise, hearing that Lillie can't touch water.
Huh. Can't touch water? How do you drink?
In pain. When I need to drink water, the only way includes a lot of pain.
She stops wiping her tears and hands the napkin back to Raboot.
Here's your napkin back.
He pauses for some time after hearing this, but looks away afterwards.
Keep it.
She doesn't expect that response.
Oh, thanks.
She continues to hold the napkin and looks back at the sky. Thankfully, she has stopped crying. Rabbit looks to his lunchbox and continues eating.
I'm sorry for coming here and bothering you. I shouldn't have done that.
You weren't bothering me. You're fine.
Oh, okay. I guess you kinda just looked like you wouldn't like to, never mind. I don't want to hurt your feelings.
He stops eating at that point and stares to Lillie.
Hurt my feelings? I had people who like to insult or mock me. Right now I don't really care to whenever anyone likes to say crap straight in my face.
Well, I still don't want to hurt your feelings, especially if others are already doing that. And what I was saying wasn't important anyway.
If you say so. You know, I think I can consider taking a precaution from what you just said.
Hmm?
Lillie gets confused as to what Raboot is referring to.
Oh, you mean the water?
Sure, the water. At least I don't want to see you get hurt in a way, so I'm making sure that I know what one should avoid.
Ah, I understand. Yeah, above all else, water might be one of the biggest things that I need to avoid, so I appreciate that. Is there anything you want me to know so I don't hurt you?
No. But maybe try not to cry since your own tears can hurt you.
Well, I'll try. It's hard though, with all the stuff going on in my life. Most of which being from what makes me look like this. Don't worry, I'm not about to cry again.
Okay. Maybe distract yourself.
Right.
Lillie looks at the sky again.
Usually, when I'm sad, all I do is look back up at the sky, and it sometimes helps. Although, I'm always looking up there, for that same reason.
I guess that's one way.
She continues to look at the sky, in silence.
It was nice talking to you, Raboot. I'm glad I was able to today.
Lillie looks to Raboot and smiles. Raboot looks back. While he doesn't smile back, he does gain a peaceful mood.
Yeah, same.
Lillie looks to the sky once more.
I'm not too sure what to do now. I don't have much to do that I remember.
Once again he looks away.
I don't know either. I just simply sit here until the time is out. Or walk around to pass time. Always works.
Yeah. Hey, Raboot?
Hmm?
Would you... Oh, Arceus, this is harder to say than I thought. Would... Are you going to the dance?
The dance. You mean the school dance?
Yup.
I always thought of going there, see how it's like. But as far as I know, it seems that I need someone else to go with me. The problem is, I don't feel like finding someone.
Why not?
It's hard to trust someone, especially the same way that they trust me. I think you won't understand me very well. I just have boundaries. Not to really say about you, though. You may be shy, but you seem to be kind. There's not much of a reason that I shouldn't trust you, but I'm always aware that I won't have the guts to ask someone out.
Lillie pauses for a moment.
Well, if that's the case, I think you might have found someone.
She starts blushing as Lillie becomes very nervous.
Found someone? I haven't even tried to ask anyone out.
He surprisingly opens his eyes a bit more, as if he has woken from a half-asleep state. He quickly looks at Lillie.
Wait, come again?
She continues to do deep breathing.
Do you want to go to the dance with me?
She says with confidence, and loses that confidence immediately after. The moment Raboot hears Lillie's request for the dance, he blushes a bit as he stares at her for a few seconds, before looking off with the same surprised expression.
Is she really asking me out? But how would I know if I should take the chance? How would I know that they won't betray me? I would love to, but, though I'm starting to get second thoughts.
But...
Maybe I could get to know about her abilities more. I suppose that's worth a shot. Actually, since you're nice, I won't say no to that question.
Really? Thank you so much!
She gets excited, and at the same time, her eyes turn light blue.
I guess that was kind of unexpected. Sorry. I don't really know anybody else who would go, or anybody else. And you seem quite nice, so I thought I should take the opportunity and ask you.
Is it just me, or did Lily's eyes just change? Don't mention it. You're the first to ask me out anyways. And again, I wouldn't be able to get there if I never got to find someone else. So I guess I should be thanking you.
Oh, I didn't see it like that, but I think I should thank you instead. If I'm being honest, I can't think straight right now. There's just a lot of emotions right now. I think I need to calm down.
She does some more deep breathing, and her eyes go back to purple. He closes up his lunchbox and packs it in.
Alright. I suppose we both are able to join once the time comes. So that problem's solved.
Yeah, seems so. Can't wait to see you there.
She blushes even more than before. As he finishes packing, he stops and continues to sit in place, He stares off to the distance, and while he responds a bit nervously, Raboot is unaware that he's showing some signs of blushing on his cheeks.
Same here.
She sits there, looking back at the sky, silent, until she looks back to Raboot, seeing his blush.
Hey! You're blushing a little.
He looks to Lillie, noticing that she's blushing as well.
Wait, I am?
He comes to realize that what Lillie said, he's also blushing. He shuts his eyes and shakes his head suddenly, looking away afterwards.
I'm not. You are.
Oh, am I?
She tries to cover her face, but the blush is glowing, making it hard to cover.
Guess we're both nervous then.
You can say that.
She eventually tries to calm down a little.
Well, now what?
As he thinks of what to do, he feels clueless.
You could say that I'm one of the people who can think of very limited opportunities. But, I did mention that walking around can take off the boredom for a bit. So there's that. Otherwise, I'm not sure what to do.
Well, I might like taking a walk with you, if you're fine with that.
Her face starts to glow red more and more from the blush.
Oh, Arceus, I hope this goes well.
Alright.
He stands from his spot, taking his stuff. He takes a deep breath to calm himself before he would start to move on.
I'll wait for you to get your stuff. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Right.
She gets up and grabs her bag.
All right. I think I'm ready now.
Then we're off.
Raboot and Lillie walks away from the maple tree, exiting the area, marking a beginning of a new adventure.